What is up YouTube? Welcome back to ColesCollection. Today's video will be going over the starter deck 11, which is Uta theme. Bust this open and get straight into it. Alright, now that I have the deck outside of the box, as you can see it comes with a little paper playmat and some game instructions. We're not going to look at that. We're going to go for the main event here, which is the brand new starter deck. So I am really excited for this deck. I actually kind of already have one put together here. I believe this is it. I did buy two of these. This is my second one. You have to buy two of them to get the good setup, but I'm trying to get like a full powered Uta deck and not like just a regular two decks and smash them together, you know, if you know what I mean. But it has some pretty good cards. I'm really excited for this film deck. I can finally use a lot of the OPO2 film cards that I have. Yeah, I'm really happy about it. So this is the Uta leader right here. As you can see, one Dawn, one attacking, once per turn. Reveal one card from the top of your deck and add up to one film type card to your hand, and then place the rest at the bottom of your deck. Now this is really good. This is a really good deck for like building up a hand. And then some of the other cards in this deck are really good for stacking board. And there's some free searchers in this deck. So I'm really excited to see how this plays out. I did get back into the game. I have a Bello Betty deck. I don't really know how I feel about it, to be honest. I'm trying to try something new. Hopefully this works out good. But next card is the Uta SR. 3 cost, 4000 power. And this is a blocker, 1000 counter. And as you can see, let me see if we can focus. End of your turn, you may trash one event card from your hand. Set up to one of your film type characters as active. Now this is really good if you have another blocker on the field, such as the Luffy, which I'll get to in a second, which for a blocker, they have to be active, so you can reactivate the card like that, and then that way the Luffy can't be attacked, and you can still use it as a blocker while you're being attacked by the opponent. And yeah, you get 2 of these Utas. Really cool. Now one of the newer cards, or the next newer cards, is New Genesis. As you can see, this is an event, and if your leader is Uta, which obviously it's going to be, look at 3 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to one film type card other than New Genesis, add it to your hand, then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order, and set up to one Dawn card as active. So basically what that means is you can play this card for one Dawn, and then look for a film card, so it's basically a searcher, and then you could take that Dawn that you just used and set it back to active. So this is that free searcher that I was talking about at the beginning, and you do get 2 of those. And one of the reasons I did buy 2 decks is to get 2 of both of these, or a full play set of both of these cards, because you do want 4 of each. And then as you can see, most of this deck is OPO2 reprints. You get 4 Brooks, which are the 4 cost, 5000 power. On play up to one film or straw hat type character card with a cost of 3 or less from your hand. Now, with these OPO2 reprints, you can create some really cool plays. And as you see here, we get 4 Luffys. And what Luffy does is he's a 7 cost, 7000 power, so right off the bat, big hitter. And he is also a great blocker. A 7k blocker is really good. And on play up to one film or straw hat crew type character with a cost of 4 or less. So yeah, right there. You can play Luffy, right? And then you can take the Brook here, which he's a 4 cost. You can play him. He lets you play a card with 3 that costs 3 or less, and then you'll be able to take a lot of the other 3 or less characters that I'll be getting to in this deck, and you'll just be able to play them like right off the bat. So you can like stack 3 cards at once. I believe Robin also has something you can play with. Get to that in a second. The deck then comes with 4 of the 3 cost 5k power Usops, which are again a big hitter. We have 4 of the 2 cost 4000 Jinbeis, 4, and now this is a really good card for the deck. We have 4 of the 2k counter Tony Choppers, so you're not going to want to play this card. You're just going to want to hold on to them for counters. Up next, we have 4 Trafalgar Laws. You may return this character to the owner's hand, play up to 1 character with a cost of 3 from your hand. And now he does cost 2, So he will be pretty much like playing a 3-cost character for 2. Now, Nico Robin. Pretty sure there's 4 of her too. Yep. And what she does, on play up to 1 film or straw hat crew type character with a cost of 2 or less from your hand. Now what that means is that you could play Luffy, then you could play Brook, then you could play Robin, and then from Robin you could play Law, take Law out, and then play another 3 cost. It could be an Usopp. So that's pretty good. Or it could even be this Uta right here. So there's a lot of different plays you could do there. There's 4 Robins, 4 Frankies. Frankie's a 5 cost with 7k power. There will be 4 Zoros, which is a 4 cost with 6k power. And then here's some more events. We have Onigiri, 3 sword style Onigiri, which is a counter. Up to 1 of your leader cards, gain 6k power during this battle. Then play 1 character card with a cost of 3 or less, and no base effect from your hand. There is a trigger on there. Press up to 1 of your opponent's leader or character cards with a cost of 5 or less. Then we have another new card, which just comes with 2, which is Blacklight. And you can do 2 things with this Blacklight card. This is a 2 cost, and what it does is you can rest 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less, or you can KO up to 1 of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 5 or less. So up next, we have I'm Invincible. Set up to 1 of your Uta leaders as active. What that means is after you attack with Uta, you can then play this and then stand her back up and then attack again. And the trigger, up to 1 of your leader or characters gains 1000 during this turn. And yeah, comes with 4 of those. That's the deck. Everything else is just regular Dons. I have a really good feeling about this deck. Obviously, it's not going to be as good as Sakazuki. It's not going to be as good as Enel, but if you're a beginner, this is honestly a really, really cheap deck and a really effective deck if you're trying to get into the game. Honestly, might be one of the better starter decks, in my opinion. It will be good if you just buy 2 of them and combine them, but you can make it even better if you want to buy it. The 10 cost Flamingos, if you want to buy the Searcher Namis, if you want to buy Izos, and I believe Scratch Manapoo. Those are all pretty good for this deck. And there are some really, really good deck building videos out there. If you're interested in building this deck and making it stronger, please be sure to go check out those videos. I can tag some people if you guys want me to, or I can make my own video. Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more One Piece content, but that is all for today's video, guys. Thank you. Peace.